What exactly is social media censorship? Have you ever wondered how social media platforms decide what content stays up and what gets taken down? Social media censorship is the practice where these platforms regulate, restrict, or remove content and user accounts based on their own policies. This is often done to control the spread of information or speech that is seen as inappropriate, harmful, or against their terms of service. The process involves filtering or blocking content that may include misinformation, hate speech, harassment, or other material that platforms choose to limit. The goal is to maintain community standards and create a safe environment for users. But this raises some important questions about ethics and morality. Legally, social media companies have the right to enforce their terms of service. When users join these platforms, they agree to follow the rules. However, the ethical side of censorship is much more complicated. While platforms have the legal right to remove content, doing so can limit freedom of expression and suppress important discussions, especially if the rules are applied inconsistently or with bias. From an ethical standpoint, social media companies have a responsibility to moderate content that could cause harm or spread dangerous misinformation. By providing a platform, they might become complicit in the harm caused by wrongful speech if they do not take reasonable steps to prevent its spread. Moderation is seen as a moral duty to protect vulnerable groups and ensure a safe environment. But this must be balanced against the risk of overreach, where censorship might silence dissenting voices or minority opinions. Censorship can also be influenced by moral relativism and pluralism. Different cultural, social, or political groups may have varying views on what content is acceptable. This diversity complicates the establishment of universal standards for censorship. What one group finds offensive, another may see as legitimate expression. Social media platforms must navigate these differing values while trying to apply consistent policies. Selective censorship, where content opposing certain political or ideological views is disproportionately removed, can worsen social divisions. This selective filtering can limit exposure to diverse perspectives, which is essential for ethical discourse. In practice, social media censorship involves balancing user protection from harm with respect for freedom of expression. Ethical censorship should be transparent, consistent, and accountable. It should have clear criteria for what content is restricted and mechanisms for users to appeal decisions. The aim should be to prevent harm without unnecessarily restricting legitimate speech, recognizing the moral complexity of regulating communication in a diverse society. In essence, social media censorship is about controlling and limiting online content. While it is legally justified, the ethical implications are complex. It involves moral duties to prevent harm while respecting diverse moral perspectives and the right to free expression. The challenge lies in applying censorship fairly and thoughtfully to support both individual rights and the common good.